Get... Guess whose OBS decided to reset all of my fucking inputs again? Without saying anything. No, you know what makes this worse? You know what makes this so much more annoying? There's not even a reason this time. Like, there genuinely isn't. Like, it didn't update. There was no mythical OBS update or anything to break my fucking settings. It just did it. Anyway. God damn it. Whatever. It's fine. I don't care. It's not like it matters or anything. I'm not upset. You're upset. Anyway, hi. Welcome to Overwatch. As I was saying, before I realized that nothing was happening, we're just gonna be playing some Overwatch. I was gonna try and plan on like playing like a demo of like the game that like Gab suggested, for example, last stream, or like trying to set up something else to do with friends, but I just didn't end up really like doing much like yesterday. I was just kind of tired weirdly, so at the end of the day, so I just didn't end up planning anything. I didn't end up downloading anything, and then today, this morning, I also just didn't get the time to set up anything. And to be quite honest with you, I just felt like playing some Overwatch, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit, we're gonna go live, we're gonna play a bit of Overwatch, and then we're gonna have a good time. We might, because I just saw that it's a thing, we maybe will do like the last hour, maybe? Less than that? I don't know. Of maybe some Destiny, the event. Just so that, like, you know, we could, like, I can get the new Sparrow and that kind of thing, because apparently today's the last day for that, but I don't know. We'll see. It might just end up being something I do on my own time. Yeah, motherfucker doesn't even invite one of their most loyal viewers. SMH my head. You're right. You're so right for that. I should ask Tara if they want to play Nah, I'm just kidding. You're fine. I know you mean you, Ati1. Explode? No, you. Perish and die. That's right. That's what you get for... That's what you get for subscribing to the DJ Robot channel, alright? You get told to explode. Mods... Brazil them. I say as you're already there. It doesn't matter. Anyway, hi. You know, neither of them are your most loyal viewer. That's true. It is always Hazel. Hazel is always here. I'm always here. I sub every month. I use my bits to say silly thingamajigs. Brazil invalidates my viewer shenanigans. So true. But yeah. And yes, Maximilian's Vault is here.
Looking forward to this deal.
It gives you discounts on skins, essentially. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I got really lucky with one, but I can't get it, because I don't have that money. But 42% off on the Lilith Moira skin is kind of nuts, actually. Like, literally 200 more coins, 300, so like $5 and I can get it. Shit sucks. Wonder if you could gift those, like in Fortnite. I don't think you can gift coins. The only way you would... Well... I guess it depends on if, like, Steam allows you to, like, buy the coins through Steam itself and then gift it like that. but I don't think so. I don't think they would let you do that. I'm late? No, you're all good. We just started. It's fine. You actually didn't... You didn't miss anything. And you want to know why you didn't miss anything? Because OBS reset my audio again on a whim. I love when it does that. This means that Discord's probably broken too, but it's fine. I don't care. Discord can rot for right now. It's not like I'm gonna need it for a minute.
Tell me, what are you in the market for? Hmm?
Aren't you glad that this character exists and that he has like a really cool, interesting personality, and that like we've seen absolutely nothing about him because the story of this game is dead? Yeah, no, I don't know. Automod just be like catching the weirdest things. Yeah, exactly. I guess it's because you added Hazel, like you added him and then said it, that they, because it flagged it not for swearing but bullying, because I guess Twitch auto mod assumes you're trying to bully them. That's the only reason I can think of. Either way, yeah, that's it. I'm just going to just gonna play some Overwatch and chill for a little bit. This probably won't be like a super long stream at all, unless I get like really caught up on stuff, but it should be a fun time. Now, the real question is, do we play more Stadium? Or do we not play more Stadium? Compared to last time I streamed, as you can see, I've done a little bit of mining off camera. So yeah. You could say I like Stadium. It might be a fun game mode. It might be a game mode that I'm enjoying. That's kind of fun, maybe. Come back at Grandmaster? Oh god. No, that's too far from me. Listen, if I'm gonna be entirely real with you, right? I'm most likely going to stay somewhere in high contender to low elite. If, and this is a big if, like absolute massive, if I'm being really generous about my skill and where I've been able to like peak in this game before, maybe, perchance, we could maybe like peak into pro. And then that's it. And then I'll crash back down to novice. Instantly. Like, explode. And that's, again, if I'm being really generous about my own skill. Most likely, we'll stay in contender to elite. I don't see myself climbing past elite, likely. Grandmaster's on regular comp, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Grandmaster's regular comp. In here, it's All-Star and Legend. Which I know for a fact I'm never reaching All-Star or Legend. I know my skill level. I am fairly knowledgeable in this game. I know a good bit of what I should be doing and shouldn't be doing. And I know how to play most of the characters. But I don't have the actual game sense or mechanical skill to really climb at this moment. If I were to dedicate myself to playing more Overwatch like how I used to and actually commit to it, maybe it'd be possible, but as it stands, no. It's not a thing. I'm like a rank scale from D- to X+ on Tetra League. Blank's ranked thingy, but oh, cause Tetrio, that's, yeah, it counts it as a link, and so it flags it. Okay, I see. I was wondering what it was like blanking out. I was so afraid of actually going up against a truly decent A rank player and losing a trillion rank points from there. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Honestly, like always, my main thing with ranked games is I'm just scared of like pissing people off. Like I just don't want to deal with it, man. Like I know I shouldn't really care that much, and to an extent I like don't, but it's also just something I like don't care to really deal with, you know? I'm happy just playing the game and having fun. Competitive Tetrises. Alright, I think we'll do a bit of Stadium. Why not? Let's do a Stadium game or two. I've messed around with more different builds as of the last times I've played. And so I've been having a lot of fun with it. My Ana is still godly. Talks about how I don't want to be too, like, hyped up about what my rank is. Immediately is overconfident. Oh, okay. Crap. So I don't know whether I should play Soria or if I should try playing more Junker Queen. Because Junker Queen is kind of hard to play with like, depending on how your team is playing. Because your team is playing, like, more kind of, like, backline-ish, kind of more poke. Playing Junker Queen, I've found, feels kind of annoying. Okay, we got a Lucio, that's all I need. Okay, you know what, the Kiri should work too. Yeah. Because the thing with Junker Queen is that, like, she's very brawly and very aggressive.
It's nearly time to start,
and trying to, like, play Junker Queen as poke is just, like, man. I'm actually screwed now, though. Ana Mercy with Cast Soldier.
Welcome to the armory.
Against, what was it? Was it Rhine? Oh god, it was, yeah, Rhine, Reaper, Ashe, Mercy, Juno. I'm so fucked. I'm not... Man. This is... god. I can brawl their Rhine, but everything else is just gonna be so far away from me that it's just not... This is not gonna go well. Demand venture on Stadium now because yeah, that's why I want to be a billionaire. I'll become a Blizzard shareholder and invest into more game devs to bring venture to Stadium. Yeah. If it had been the Lucio or Kiri, I think this would have been a bit better, but they like panicked and switched to Ana, and so now I'm like, I don't know if I can do this actually.
The first round is almost here.
I'm so OP, I'm a god, I'm stacked. The game, yeah. My hubris too big. I had to be brought down somehow. This is the fall of the gamer all over again.
The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left. Time's up. Get in there.
What if you wanted to climb, but God said, bam, really bad composition to play against and play with? We'll see. We might make it work. It really depends on how they play. The Reinhardt and Reaper I can kind of deal with. If I surprise the Ashe and Mercy, I can as well. The Juno's too mobile and floaty for me to do too much about, I feel, at times.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
No, I'm dead. I'm so screwed.
Pick up your
I'm actually surprised we lived through that. Never mind, they left me. I don't think God would say that. That'd be right as hell to see Jesus hitting those crits. So true. Who do you think? Do you think Jesus is like a cracked Zenyatta player? Do you think he'd be able to hit those Jonak style like fucking back-to-back crit hits? What the fuck happened to my vision there? Yeah, I see the Juno, but she ran off. I can't do much about it. God says trans rights, but stay humble. Pretty much. My daughter in Christ, I support you. However, you gotta chill with those pushes, dog. You're moving too far in. I have polled a total of 2 people and they agree that Jesus would be a Sen main. Yeah. It just makes sense.
That's it! Everyone's going to Tartarus! You and me, yeah? Stop mucking around!
Oh god damn it, that blossom caught me, but just fucking barely. Experience the Holy Spirit, so true. My hair's always growing out so uneven and patchy, the curse of having really short hair, I guess. Yeah, I get what you mean. Honestly, that's kind of part of why I like just having my hair long. The robot talks about their own hair. This makes sense. This is logical. But that's mostly because, like, having to, like... I don't like having to deal with getting a haircut and then having to, like, worry about getting, like, multiple follow-up haircuts over the next couple, like, months or whatever. Just to, like, keep my hair looking good. I prefer having long hair and just having to be able to go in like every half a year or whatever and just like get it trimmed, get it like get the split ends more under control, that kind of jazz, and then I'm just good. I just can keep rolling with it all fine.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round.
But long hair is girly and for girls. It absolutely is not. Everyone can have long hair. Doesn't matter who you are. Look at Thor Pirate Software. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I should move DJ more to the like right a little bit so it doesn't block my ability icons as much. Then again, it's blocking all the ammo count anyway, so what does it matter at this rate? That snagged someone on the way back. And both our supports are dead. That's it. Fuck. There's no point. I'm actually just gonna back off. There's genuinely no point in this fight anymore.
Good stuff.
But I gotta be a manly man. Yeah, so true. Fair enough. That was a direct hit of sorts. On the Juno of all things too. Nah, I'm screwed. Hey, never mind. They're actually holding it on. To be fair, I was in like a really weird off angle, so I don't blame my supports for not healing me there.
Bold move, mortals.
Great new season releases on Netflix this year. Of what? Squid Game 3. Oh god, we're getting a third one? Stranger Things 5, How to Sell Drugs Online Fast 4? What the fuck is that last one? That's an actual series? I'm so dead. I am eating shit with my shots a lot right now. I need to like relax or something because I'm being too jittery and I'm not focused. Maybe I should have warmed up or something. Because right now my aim is literally all over the place. Nope, I'm dead. And we C9'd anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Let's check the standings. 2-0. You can really tell who the playmakers are.
How to Sell Drugs Online Fast is a German series about this teenager that decided to start selling drugs online to impress his girlfriend. It actually has a pretty cool development and has a lot of correct and genuine references to coding and business management. Really? That's kind of wild to me because I would not expect that. Let's do that and then we can keep doing this. I mean, I knew this game would be a bad matchup for me. The Rhine's too tanky for me to just be able to like run up to him and stab him a bunch. Plus with him being able to just shield, it kills a lot of like the momentum I can have. And I'm just never able to like push far enough to reach the Ash Mercy or Juno without just like completely separating from my team and breaking line of sight. And trying to like just sit frontline and fight the Ryan and Reaper is not working out. I guess I should try it more. Maybe if I just stick by with the Cass and Soldier and we just like hard focus their Reinhardt and Reaper, maybe we can start making a dent in them. But that's like the only thing I can think of at the second.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare.
It's presented in a way as if the protagonist was being interviewed, and I really dig its fermented story. That does actually sound interesting. That doesn't sound terrible. And Netflix really just has everything except that one thing you want to watch at a given moment. That's the main problem with like streaming services now, is that like, you know, we switched to streaming services instead of cable. For the young viewers at home, even though I'm pretty sure everyone here would know this, cable was essentially a box you would get that you'd plug into your TV and you'd have to pay for it, and it would give you like a billion channels you never watched except for like the 2 or 3 that you did. And they were very like predatory and very weird, and you essentially had to get into these long contracts where they had to install shit at your house. And so if you legitimately like stopped trying to, if you wanted to switch from one service to the other due to them being just jackasses, you couldn't. and it just was terrible. So then when streaming services started being a thing, we moved to them because, you know, you got to pay a smaller fee at the time, and you just get like an entire service where you could watch anything you wanted on demand instead of having to worry about like buying 500 channels in a package that you didn't care for, and then they had sub packages for other channels that included like this one channel you wanted but 50 that you didn't. What the fuck happened there? And then, but then, like, now at this rate, every company has their own streaming service, and they all put their own shows on their specific service, and so you end up having to buy, like, 7 different services just to, like, see everything that everyone's talking about at all times. It just sucks. You're having to either, like, constantly, like, rotate what service you're buying and which one you're not.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Pick up your feet, you drones.
The objective is now active.
That's fine. They're cut off from their supports. There's no winning for them there.
Ultimate shutdown.
Sweet. This should be it for us now.
The score is
And then, so now it's basically the same thing, except arguably worse, because at least beforehand, you bought the one box, they came, installed their stupid satellite dish, and then you just would pay more for the different channels you wanted and whatever. It sucked, but it was something, and now it's, you have to buy all 500 streaming services. And it's just bad. It's all bad. It all sucks. When you're watching it in Portuguese, but like with AD, the only dubbing option is with the ID, but like that genuinely made me enjoy audio descriptions. Fair enough. Wonder if there's AD in English. Absolutely hate how streaming is so segregated and overinflated nowadays. You gotta get a trillion different services to not even watch exactly what you want, and sometimes with ads even. I dislike Prime the most. Yeah. Hold on, let me pick my things here before I continue going down this tangent, but yeah, hold on. Do we get the damage, or do we get this? Let's get this, and then if I can, I can't get the Nano Cola for the damage boost. Okay. But we'll get this, because it gives me 10% and 5 weapon damage. Okay, sweet.
not long now until the teams lock in.
They'll show you stuff in their catalog, build up an expectation, and then when you get to see it, they'll tell you, oh, actually, you gotta sign up for and subscribe to this different other oh, yeah. With Prime, because like, Prime's almost weird. It's the same thing with Apple TV, from what I've heard. Where it's like a hub for all streaming services in a weird way. But having Prime only gives you access to Amazon's shows specifically. But they still show all the others as if they were, like, part of it. Okay, Mercy's used rest. Damn it. Mercy, that was like the actual worst time to go for that rest. We were already losing the fight and I was closer to reviving. It was not worth it at that time, sis. I'm gonna be entirely real with you. I need to invest into the thing that allows me to move faster if enemies try to knock me back. Because that Ashe is currently just waiting for me to try and charge in, and then immediately going. That's fine. I'll pressure and try to stop him from getting the rest. The thing with this Junker Queen build is that essentially if I can get momentum of like chipping into a kill and then continue from there, I just get to do it constantly. In my Discord? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think it'd be worth it, but like I'm not exactly looking for my Discord at this exact second to be like the liveliest place, because I don't... Oh my god, they keep abandoning me at the worst times. Mind you, the Bob was there, I realized, but god.
Beat me! Like hell you will! No
Okay.
one can stop me!
That gave me my shout back.
Only 10 seconds left.
Pick up your feet, you bongos!
She has 2 charges of that.
Time for a thunderstorm!
Oh, nice. She died mid-Valk. You see? And so like now I'm just able to carry the momentum of like having multiple shouts and being able to just keep inflicting wound, keep like getting healed, that kind of shit. It's very good when we get into the flow of things, but I need to be able to get those picks. Nope, that's it.
Looks like this round is a loss, but they'll be sure to bring it back. The score is 3.
But yeah, the Discord right now is like, in my opinion, it's not the biggest deal because everything's still small. And so like right now mostly it's people joining for the sake of like if you want to keep up with like streams a little easier, which I think is fine. But I would not be opposed at all to doing more, trying to do events in there, because I think that would be fun. What I need is ability power and more damage. I think I can get this. I think I can get this as well, which should balance things out a little bit for now. Partly unrelated, but speaking about events, I might host a watch party for that on your server. So I've been looking to host most watch parties there. I had one which was for an anime we didn't even finish watching, and for the Sonic movie trilogy. That's more than fair. Yeah, it could be interesting.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off. Not long now until the teams lock in for the round.
But yeah, with the server, it's in a way also like a preemptive thing. I believe it was a Thor pirate software, where he mentioned that a lot of the time with things like a Discord server, you might want to get one not necessarily because you need it at that time when you're starting out, but because you want to be prepared for when you do need it. Sweet. Sweet. And now I get to keep carrying this still, even further.
Let's go get him!
Okay. We back up now.
Fall back! one can stop me! Got something to kill here! My hand needs some lightning in it!
And here we get another shout, so we get to go in again. You see? When we get flowing, we get flowing. And it just requires us sitting and working together as a team here. And it's very good when this works. It's just this enemy comp is not good for me to play into like this. We've now pushed a little too far into that, but that's fine. We managed to hold off anyway.
Score 3-2. Some intense competition this round.
This one's getting tense, but I'm getting more into it, which is good.
Coming up next. Get ready
Because
for
that
chaos.
first round I was
What
too
tactics will
all over the
teams come up
place.
with this round?
Okay, I still have a good chunk of things, so I'm gonna get that. Because that'll help us with the wounds and help us with everything else. And we'll get this for being able to follow up with Scattershot. But this is good because this helps us with the wound damage from using shout, for landing the shot, the like magnetized shot with the knife, and that lets us just keep flowing with it. Especially because if we can get carnage kills by like hitting them with the axe and it just dealing a billion damage.
I've still got it.
Very crispy, very solid.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare.
I will say this now needs to go to a round 7 because we're gonna need to just win the next 2 rounds in a row. But I think that's possible. I think we can do it. That being said, at the same time, like if y'all want to do community events in my server, in the Discord server, we absolutely can. Like I'm not opposed to that idea at all.
2, 1.
I'm just saying it doesn't necessarily like I don't want to like force y'all to hang out in my server just because like we should try and get activity going there.
The objective unlocks in 10
Because in my opinion at the second it's not super duper necessary. But that doesn't mean that I'm like opposed to it at all.
The objective is now active.
Sweet. It could be cozy. I think so too.
That's an objective secured. They're pushing forward to objective A.
Nice. She killed herself. She knocked herself off of the map. Let's fucking go. Plus, your friends seem cool, and I wouldn't mind potentially encouraging them, encountering them. Yeah, no, that's more than fair. Again, I'd be down for that. I'm just really bad at setting things up, as you can tell from me streaming and how inconsistent my schedule is for what we'll be playing. So, okay. So, I'm going to go with this. Getting overhealth from, you know, from hitting the axe swings as well as the ult, I think will be very good to be able to just like keep surviving. Sell that, see what else we can get. Now we can buff this to get all the way up to 25% weapon damage. I think 55% ability is really solid, so I'm fine with that. Yeah. And we can actually still get an extra 10% into that. Because what else would we need? Tinker tracksuit, reduction in attack speed. This as well, granting more attack speed. But I think just like what I'm doing here will work probably best. Yeah, the bilingual Brazilian motherfuckers not using their abilities. So true. In the voice of hyperfixation, Greg, DJ Robot, Repo Party. Honestly, yeah, could be.
The time for preparations is almost up.
Hosting a night for playing Repo on there might be a fun time.
Who has what it takes to win it all? 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
I will say though, I don't know how possible it'd be for us to find a time, specifically because like a lot of my friends, like that I hang out, like for example the friends that I hang out with on Sunday, like Clara and the others, like Brew and Turon are British, so holy fuck, I exploded. So, you know, UK time zone moment might be a little hard to work with, but did that reset my shout? No, it didn't. Fuck.
Stick with the robot.
I would say they need to fall back, but honestly the soldiers like solo clearing them right now, so I'm not really that worried. That being said, that's it. We got too separated and they collapsed on us bad. I love how you know me well enough that you don't even question hyperfixation, Greg. I mean, hey, makes sense. Checks out.
Step right
Damn.
Robot's mine.
Peak speed. Wow.
I can't tell if this is at checkpoint or just below, before it. Ah, damn it.
That is it.
10 seconds remaining.
They're getting close. Let's make our stand. Tactical visor activated.
That's it. Sweet, we won that. That's crazy to me. I'm so EP, but I probably shouldn't nap because I gotta go to bed early. Ah, yeah, fair enough. Maybe I will for a tiny bit. Fair enough. Just make sure you don't sleep too long. Otherwise it'll get hard. You actually fucking won? Not by anything I did. I'm gonna be in like 1,000,000,000% real with you. I got hard carried that game. Like I was doing my best on Junker Queen, but that was not me by any means. That was the soldier and the Kaz actually dealing really good damage in spite of me in the later halves of that. Can't sleep for too long anyway. The cutscene to eat in like an hour. Yeah, that's fine. A 1 hour nap I don't think should affect things too much. Should be all good.
Enter the stadium. First up, get ready for control.
I didn't see what I got queued as. I tabbed out and I was too busy looking elsewhere. Alright. I don't know what to play. I'm like trying to choose between Ryan and Zarya, but the thing is that like I am not a good Reinhardt. I don't know how to play Ryan. Genji, Mei, Lucio, Moira. I think Zarya. I think Zarya is the play. Graviton will combo really well with Blade and Blizzard. Plus the Lucio can help me move around, and the Moira I can also feed into the Moira to get her to like deal pretty good damage. Specifically, Coalescence and Graviton's also really solid because it can hit everyone. Okay. Like always, classic piercing beam right off the bat because I like being able to have the beam hit everyone. Then we're going to go with lifesteal, power, and probably reserves. I think that's a solid choice, right? Attack speed and move speed for getting kills might actually be really solid too. I don't see much reason to get ability because it buffs Graviton Surge, but Grab doesn't deal much damage, and Particle Barrier and Projectin, I don't see what it would do unless it increases the health of the barriers? No clue. Gonna get Frenzy actually. To be able to push in a little easier after getting kills. Carry the momentum of the energy a little better.
The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go. Not long now until the teams lock in for the round. Three, two, one. Capture the objective. I see the enemy.
Ah, I'm dead. I knew I should have been selfish with my bubble. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I see the Reinhardt behind us. That's it.
Let's shove it in their faces.
I require assistance. Break up the gap. Do your worst.
Frustrated? Good. Use it.
I got Blizzard. God damn it. God, this one's tough. I'm not doing too hot. Whenever I actually get to build energy, it's just not. I just do not hold on to that life for too long.
Here's our score. 0-1. Some intense competition this round. Next up, put those hands together. It's time for push.
Def going armor can't stay alive a lot at all. Yeah.
Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
Yeah, I feel like Genji. Because I'm struggling with the exact same thing. I guess ability power must increase, like barrier health or something. Blastproof is good for like being able to move, as well as it giving me a little bit more health, but
These teams are giving
this
it
early
their all
on
for a
I need
shot
to
at the
focus on
win.
other things first, I think. Can I get this and still have for Beyond Barrier? Yeah, okay, I'll do that. We'll try this.
The teams
Because that
have
means if the
20
Genji like
seconds
dives
left
like
to
far
prepare
back,
for the
I'll
round.
be alright. I can still cover them.
The armory is about to close.
I guess same with the like more really if any of my teammates dive like really far in, at least now I can bubble them from range.
Capture the objective.
But specifically the Genji and Moira I think are the most likely to do it. Lucio if he's playing like very aggressive comps like that.
The enemy is pushing the robot.
Cut off on my own. That's fine.
This one.
Wow, that's it. I'm dead.
Big stanger lat. Lock and reload. The robot is ours. Let's go.
Okay, doing better now, but
So close to taking the
man. That Ryan's got shatter. He's gonna try and go for it. I can feel it.
Almost there. We must take the lead.
Okay, they got him.
Ready.
Alright, progress. That's what I like to see.
They've lost the lead.
Oh, it switches me to this one anyway. God, game, please.
Victory grows ever further from their reach.
Protect the robots. 10 seconds down.
Okay, sweet. Oof.
Here's our score. 1-1. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Coming up next, the teams are going head to head in control.
I need to like relax. I can feel that I am taking this like a little too seriously at the second, and it's making me really tense. So normally I'd go with pre-workout or no limits about now because they just feed into what I'm already doing well. But I think I'm going to go with this because it gives me another attack option that I think is actually very useful. And they've nerfed how the lifesteal on this works, and this I just feel is more situational. It helps me more if I'm like building up and topping out on energy all the time, which currently I am absolutely not doing. So I'm gonna go with this.
It's a fierce competition.
Now,
who will cave to the pressure and who will come out on top?
do I buff it using Nano Cola or do I get more weapon damage? You know what? I'll do this, and then we'll get this one. 20% and 30% to ability and to
Only 20 seconds left
main
until
cannon
we kick
damage.
this
I think we'll
round
be
off.
fine. Because my damage actually felt a lot better that round compared to the previous rounds.
The armory is
And I think
about
that's due to my
close.
bubbles lasting a little longer and being able to build up more damage with them.
3, 2,
If that is what ability power like feeds into, is actually giving more health to bubble.
the objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Okay, well, I'm dead. Everyone died, and there was nothing I could do about it.
Objectives online.
Join me. A fox is not taken twice in the same snare.
Oh my god, that killed me. Fuck.
Surrender to my will.
Okay, they overcommitted, and this will probably be good for us now. Yeah.
Век живи, век учись. What here? Kill the Mahol.
They came back and committed both Sepultors immediately to try and win that. Nice.
Shut down.
Bring me energy. Protecting. 不洗澡。
Oh, massive play! Massive!
Oh, I'm not getting any heals.
My ultimate is charged.
Okay, this should be good. I think we got this. Holy shit. Sweet. Holy fuck. I am surprised we actually brought that back at all.
Let's check the
Oh my
stats.
god.
2 to 1. Some intense competition this
That-
round.
That was nuts.
Coming up,
I...
the teams are facing off in clash. It's time for the
Sorry.
teams to consult
Had to
their
suddenly
playbooks.
cough mid-sentence. That sucked. Wow, that... I'm really surprised that worked out how it did. Like... I for sure thought that was like the end of it, right? Like... I barely lived through that. That was insane. Considering it's a Rhine, I'm gonna get Shield Buster. Because it allows me to, like, break his shield a little faster, as well as deal with his armor.
We've already
And the
seen so
Reaper, who
much
currently
action,
also
and there's
has
still
armor,
more to come.
more efficiently. I think that'll be good.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round. The armory's closing. The teams need to lock in their choices. Three, two, one. Commencing attack on objective B. The objective unlocks in 10 seconds. The objective's
Nope.
mine.
They all collapsed on me instantly. And we were too far gone for that.
A fox is not taken twice.
Stay on the
in
same
same
level.
fight.
We were. You were literally the one that was off on their own.
Lost that
What the
point.
fuck are you on about, Moira?
Team needs to fall back to objective A.
You were legitimately the only one doing their own fucking thing up in Narnia or whatever.
The objective goes live in 10. The objective's open.
Now I'm dead.
I'm back. Time to crush.
That's a blow to the ego for sure.
Stay on the same level as the Moira's the one off, like running,
Over there.
trying to fight the entire enemy team in like the lower floor.
The objective. They're moving up to objective B.
Огонь по готовности!
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
That was a good grab on my part. Nope, we need to kill him.
Objectives online.
We need to stall them as much as possible. Sorry, Ryan, but that's just how the cookie crumbles.
The round is in.
There you go.
Score
Freeze!
3
Don't move!
to 1. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Up next, let's push. It's time for the team.
I
to
really
consult
thought this
their
game was going to be a
playbooks.
lot closer than it is so far. Getting grab faster might be cool, but I don't know. I could get this to get like the lifesteal and be able to survive a bit better, but I think my survival's fine at the second. I think I'm gonna go with this, because I want to see how useful it is being able to not only get it faster, but also to increase its damage. Actually, I'm keeping the shield busting ability. I am going to
Another round down, and it's safe to say the teams are
give
in the
Champions
zone.
Kit could buff Volskaya Vortex a lot, actually. Let's do that. Because my weapon at this rate is doing okay damage, and that secondary fire has been massive in usefulness.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off.
I guess compensator. Just add a little bit more of the backup weapon damage.
Yes. Hi.
The armory is about to close.
Plus, that'll actually buff the damage of Graviton Surge, which with the other buff causing it to
If the
deal
team
more
wins
damage,
this next point,
I think
they'll
that might
take
actually be
the match.
really, really useful. Again, Grab's not gonna last as long, but if I can just burst them down really fast anyway, then it doesn't need to last long. Plus, I think getting Graviton sooner is better, because I
Goes live in
feel like I very rarely end up, like, getting that ability. No.
Move to stop the enemy from
We got, like,
advancing.
all weirdly separated. Yeah, I'm sorry, May, there was no living there.
Energy protocols calibrated.
We need to catch up.
Nope. They used speed, they used Moira Coalescence, there was nothing we could do. That was a really bad ult, May. Oh no. That's not good for us at all. Okay. They got the Lucian. That's good for us.
ultimate is ready. Let's do
We
this.
only have grab.
I am on fire. The robot is pushing the barricade.
Alright, I'm going for it then. That's their May saying GG already. You can still come back from this. It's nearing overtime and we still have to push a good bit here. Yeah, like, what the fuck do you mean? I mean, I guess they meant it on their end because they knew that they would have all their ults coming in for that, but alright.
Believe my optics when I see stats like these. Next
Weird
up,
either way.
it's get ready for control.
Okay. Okay. Sell that. See what else you can get instead. That's about the same as this, right? Yeah. Secret particle cannon. Secondary fire shots. Consume 20% less ammo up to 60% for your current magazine. Okay. Ideally, I would want bigger beam, but that is also less damage comparatively. Do I need Beyond Barrier?
These teams are giving it their all for a shot at the win.
20% of barrier cooldown. 40% barrier duration. Let's sell that. Get this instead.
The arena
Yeah.
is ready and waiting.
Then
20
weapon.
seconds to go.
Can I get this?
The
Sure,
armory is
I'll get
about
that.
to close.
Were good financial decisions just made?
one more
Maybe.
round and
Maybe
they
not.
win it all. 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
protecting you.
The objective goes live in 10.
I've gotten no energy and we're all split up. This is not good.
The objective's online.
Now.
Particle cannon online. Throw their fire. Seaboard gun. Ready for action. Kill the Mahon.
Unbelievable play by Moira.
No. We are, like, separating far too much.
It was a hard fight.
No.
They lose this round.
Bring me energy.
Here's our score. 3-3. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Coming up next, who's ready to start the push? Time for the teams to gear up.
We need to, like, play together way more than we're doing right now. Because right now we're getting absolutely steamrolled, and for essentially no reason. Okay. Seal to armor, gain 50% attack speed for 1 second. I think instead I'm going to get this to ignore armor reduction. Reduction. And then... God, what do we get? We could get projected barrier back. Or custom stock to increase both. I don't know. More range for barrier, and then this gives me more damage but more ability power. I think just doing that will be better. I can now overcharge my energy, which means that my damage will get a lot higher now as well, so it should be overall okay.
The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left.
What was it in? Survival? Proof shields? I'm gonna get that, give myself mobility and a little bit more health instead, actually. I think my damage and stuff is fine. But being able to get back to point faster as well as take high ground on this map will be useful, hopefully. Hopefully I didn't just fuck myself over with a split-second decision at the end here. I got killed by the Moira. Really fast, actually.
Over here.
Why is the damage indicator still damage indicating? Okay, they use sound barrier there. Great timing in regards to what?
Let's shove it in their face. Push back on their advantage.
Ah, I'm so fucked. Nope. Yeah, I was hoping the mailed would be near me so that I could do something about that specifically, but nope.
I have claimed the robot.
Oh, there Ryan left. And we might still lose this. Yep.
Taking the robot. As irksome. Give them hell.
Yeah, no, that's game.
Only 10 seconds left.
Yeah, now that's good. Damn.
Wishing this team all
We did good, and then we got reverse swept. Those like last two games were just too messy on our end. We were not playing together as a team on the last two rounds, like, at all.
I need to see this again.
Surrender your soul.
Damn, it's almost like if you spend your entire time doing damage as Moira instead of supporting your teammates, like, at all, it kind of ends up looking where the leaderboard says you dealt a bunch of damage, but you still end up fucking losing anyway. That's crazy how those things work. Love how Grown DO's the play of the game theme sounds in Stadium. Oh yeah, for sure. It's really good. It's part of the stuff that makes Stadium just have, like, really, really good energy to it. The entire game's just awesome. I love it so much. Man, it really wants me to play tank right now, huh? Fucking alright. What do I even play? I don't know. Chat, what do you think? Play more Junker Queen or some Saria now? Maybe even a bit of Reinhardt? I don't know. Fuck it, I'm locking in Saria. Why not? Doing it again.
Welcome to the Armory. It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
And it seems like, yes, ability energy in this case for Saria helps you get energy faster. Or maybe it's just because the barrier, like everyone else, is dealing more damage at a given time. I think maybe it does just increase the barrier health, but because as you're progressing through the game, damage is so much higher, it just doesn't... it equates to about more or less the same thing. That being said, for that reason, I think starting round 1 with this as an additional damage source might be good compared to getting something like Piercing Beam early. Because this, no limits, and stuff like that sort will only really help once the damage ramps up so much that we're always above 80 energy, essentially.
The first round can't get here quick enough.
I don't know. I think we'll try that. Yeah, because it's either getting this or this first, and so I think I'd rather get this first and then have that for later. Get that, and then get this for mobility. Yeah.
The armory is closing shortly.
Anyway, yeah, if you play this video game, don't be like that last Moira. Despite contrary belief, going DPS Moira can be helpful. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's not the worst idea ever. But you also can't just DPS Moira. If you sit here playing Moira and you primarily do damage without ever supporting your team, no amount of damage you deal is going to average out the lack of healing. Unless your teammates are already rolling so hard that it just doesn't matter in the first place. But by that point, anything you do will work. Despite how weird her kit is, ironically enough, Moira is one of those characters where you really need to balance your damage and not damage. No, I'm not gonna be able to break line of sight of that. Damn, that sucks. We might still bring this back due to them overcommitting.
Tactical visor activated.
I am on burn.
The dragon is
Yeah, they overcommitted and lost that for it.
A taste of poison.
Damn, did he just flat out miss that? Because it didn't deal damage to me, but it also didn't give me energy.
Oh, Lucio with a massive hit. That's overtime.
Sweet. I knew that even if I died, they'd be able to probably clean this up, so that's fine. Yeah. Sweet.
That's a round one. Here's our score. 1.
Because of the Orisa, I need to start leaning
Some intense
into
competition this round. It's time for the
more
teams
tanks
to
than
consult.
tanks.
Up next.
Damn. I need to start leaning into getting stuff that ignores armor or benefits me for shooting the armor. So got about 11,000. Let's put one of those into that. Let's go Nano Cola to feed into Volskaya Vortex, and then I guess, yeah, we'll use our last 1,000 for Compensator again. Balance out the damage a little bit.
These teams are giving it their all for a shot at the win.
Because I need to be able to build up energy, look at the horse, and then just exterminate it. Just explosion.jpg.
The arena is calling. Our teams
No
have
more
20
horse.
seconds
Robot horse down. And best ways to do that is to get stuff that just helps you absolutely tear through Orisa's armor. Because otherwise, that horse is gonna live forever, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I love Orisa as a character so much. There's so much I like about Orisa as a character. I do not like playing against the horse.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
She's very sweet. I ideally really like her kit and gameplay design. I hate almost everything else. And there you go. Sweet. Damn, sweet Genji. So yeah, you see now we're starting to actually build up into how much charge we can get quickly. So piercing beam and things of that sort will actually be useful now. Awesome.
Soldier 76 is back in command.
God, I love Stadium. This is such a fun game mode. There's so much like potential depth to how you play this game mode. It's awesome. No, I got caught out. There was no living for me. Well, they might still be able to secure that, yeah.
Energy protocols calibrated.
Oh shit.
The enemy's
That might not
pushing
be
the
good.
robot. They can't hold.
he jumped straight into that damage field.
Seconds remaining.
Okay, sweet, sweet.
Protecting you. Gathering energy.
10 seconds remaining.
Огонь по готовности.
Overtime.
Get them away from the robot. Now.
And they win.
Sweet.
Here's our score. 2-0. I can hardly believe my optics when I see stats like these. Coming up, get ready for chaos in Clash.
Okay, now I think piercing beam, because I think like being able to shoot them from behind through the Orisa will be good, because I feel like right now they're taking a lot of cover behind the Orisa, as you would expect them to. I feel like if I'm playing against Reinhardt, I probably shouldn't get this, at least not then, because I feel like I'm spending most of the time with like the shield and stuff in the way, and when it's not shielding, when Rein's not shielding, the team isn't there. Okay, so could get this, or could get, no, not that. Ability, Beyond Barrier could be good, but they're not playing too far away from me yet, so I don't necessarily feel the need to get that. I think we'll get this one, and I think Blast Proof
These
boost.
teams are giving it their all for a shot at the win.
I think everything else is in a decent enough spot to where getting the mobility of this is helpful. Oh, that was a lag spike. Everything good? No dropped frames? Stream still live? Yeah? Cool. We're still here. Sweet.
Only 20 seconds remain before the action begins.
Got really worried for a second about that. Yeah? Awesome. Cool.
The armory is about to close.
I'm just not yapping because I'm setting up events in my server. Oh, absolutely. Don't worry about it at all.
3, 2,
No worries.
commencing attack on objective B. The objective goes live.
Damn, that was good damage for me. You see? So there I was able to shoot the Lucio from behind the Orisa and kill him. That's gonna kill Soldier. Sweet, this is going good. I sent you a link for Netflix for selling online. Sure. Fair enough. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll think about it. For watching this, I feel like if someone's coming in suddenly, that seems really weird. Out of context. It's for a show. For watching a show. Yeah, that's why I added Netflix, yeah. Sorry, Lucio. Is that gonna be game, or did they make enough money for that? I don't think they did.
Some intense competition this round.
Not a one linguistics mitigation services? So true.
The teams are gearing up. Coming up
No,
next,
I guess it was
time
enough
to
money.
face off in control.
Well, is it 121 to 138? Yeah, that's not a 15k difference, isn't it? I think it's quite literally because of the point 4. It's not enough, like just barely.
Another round
Be
down, and
120
it's safe to say the teams are in
plus
the
15k,
zone.
it'd be 136.4. No, they're under 2k. They're 17k under. They should be
Only 20 seconds
getting
left
called
until we
here.
kick this round off.
That's kind of nuts that the game didn't for some reason. Let's do that and then
The armory is closing
do
shortly.
this instead. And a bit of lifesteal, because why not? And weapon attack, because why not? We're having fun here.
We're at the match point.
Might as well
Just
try
one
and put 'em
more
out of their
and they
misery
win
fast.
it all. 3, 2, 1.
I mean, okay,
Capture the objective.
that's a bit, like... That's a bit, mean of me to say. There's a chance that they could bring it back. Yeah, see? We're kind of getting rolled a little. Yeah! See? They're doing it. They might still have this.
The objective's open.
Going for the new personal best.
Sorry. You got moved into that.
Everyone follow me.
She ate my fucking graviton. No, she deflected it back at me. That's worse.
Much obliged. Привет.
Hey, at least it did the thing.
Generation.
No darkness. There's a test subject.
It was a good deflect. I'll give you that one. You did good, Robot Horse Lady. Alright. I feel bad for them. But hey, they showed that they had the potential. They did have it. They just,
Let's take a look at this highlight.
I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to say nice things, and I'm worried that it's coming off like me being really smug and mean. And I am worried about that. But no, they did good. They did. They played well. Just, I don't know. Maybe our comp was just built different or some other bullshit. I don't know. I'm gonna move on before I seem like even more of a jackass. Okay. Not sure what to do now. You know what? Let's do one more round, but I'm specifically going to queue as not tank because I don't want more tank games. And after that, we will go and play just a little bit of Destiny 2 Heavy Metal, because I want to show y'all that game mode on stream, and I want to get the Heavy Sparrow, and I'm really close to getting the Heavy Sparrow, so it shouldn't take us too many games or anything to get it. I think that could be fun. Methinks that it could be a fun time.
Welcome to the stadium. First up, get ready for control.
Okay. Alrighty then. Put us DPS. What do we play? Genji could be fun. Honestly, I've tried playing all the characters, and I actually like playing all of the DPS heroes in this. This is really fun. I found a really fun Mei build that allows you to just spam the right click, and if they're playing Orisa, you just absolutely decimate her, and it's really funny. I think I'll go Genji, because I want to play more Genji. Will I regret this? Maybe. D.Va, Reaper, Soldier, Mercy, Moira. Actually, you know what? Not the worst. Really, the only problem I could have is the Moira, and that's
Now's
it.
the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
Like always, gonna start with Dragon's Breath and then the Yado Strike, because that's actually a really good combo. Weapon Power, Lifesteal, and then 10% to Swift Strike, because I think that's very useful. Oh, that's really interesting to note. So, for a lot of characters, your ultimate is considered an ability, right? So for Saria, Graviton gets buffed by ability power. Genji's Dragon Blade counts as a weapon, and so you get to buff it with damage, not ability. That's really interesting, actually. I did not expect that. I figured they'd consider it an ability like everything else.
The armory is about to close.
Huh.
Yo. 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective. The objective unlocks in 10
Oh shit. I got completely caught out.
The objective's open.
I continue on this path.
They have us outnumbered.
What a play by Soldier 76!
Show me what you're made of.
Damn it, I'm sorry, Juno. Oh fuck. God damn it. Hello. Welcome back. Oh, sorry. Damn. Well.
This journey has its trials.
No, there's nothing I could do. I could try and touch point, but
Looks like the win was out of reach.
no, I wasn't getting anywhere.
The score is 1-0.
Guessing you're feeling a little groggy after sleeping, or was it one of those naps where like you slept kind of weird? So instead of like
Put those hands
it
together.
being refreshing
It's
and
time
nice,
for
you wake up
push.
and have like 20 debuffs. Okay. 5% cooldown reduction, 50% move speed during deflect. Swift strike cooldown is reduced by 50% if there's no
These
damage.
teams
It
are
might be
giving it
worth it.
their all for a shot at the win.
Ability power, swift strike stealth. During swift strike, deflect incoming projectiles towards your reticle. That could be good.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the
Anti-beam
round.
coating could be good, but I think right now I need to actually just focus on buffing like my damage and stuff instead.
The time for preparations is
Yeah.
almost up.
Didn't nap well and I started feeling really nauseous when I got up. Made myself eat something and it got a little better, but still, ugh. Yeah, no, I gotcha. It's rough all the same.
Capture the objective. 10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
I am healed. Strike quickly and hold their movement.
Nope, I'm dead anyway. Ugh.
Each journey has its trials.
Soldier 76 is backing them up.
I missed the strike. No! God damn it. I missed my swift strike and it fucking destroyed me. God. No. Ugh. That hit me? From here? Got him.
My soul is alight.
Only 10 seconds left.
I missed my dash again. Nope. They had all their ults for that. And I don't think we had any. That's gonna be round, I think. Yeah.
It was a hard fight, but they lose this round. The score is 2-0. Some intense
Started doing a
competition
little
this
better
round.
towards the second half of that game, but the first half I'm
It's time for the team
not
coming
doing
up.
good.
The teams are facing off
Okay.
in clash.
Get this. This will catch some of them off guard, and that'll be very helpful. Now comes the question of what exactly do we get? This will only buff Swift Strike. This will buff both our weapon and our Dragon Blade, which will help with the swing after deflect. So I think I'm gonna go with Eye of the Spider. Right? And then from there we can buff a little bit of
We're
Swift
in the
Strike
middle
as well.
innings and everyone's waiting to see how the match shakes out.
Do I have enough to get both of those? No. By literally just the tiniest amount of points. Crap.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off.
I think being able to like have an easier time cleaning up kills with Swift Strike will be better, in my opinion.
Not long now until the teams
So we'll do
lock
that.
in for the round.
Seize the soul, as they say. Come on!
3, 2, 1. Commencing attack on objective B. The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Oh my god, no one was there. Fuck. I got some good damage done, but I got immediately popped
Objectives open.
because everyone else was down here. Damn, that's my bad, I guess, but
Reassembled and ready.
that sucks all the same.
Back in command.
Enemy here.
I managed to de-mech her, but that's it.
Oh, they are coming!
They lost that point.
Light that blinds.
We're falling back to objective A. The objective goes live in 10.
Nope.
The objective is now active. Shot my soul was on play.
No. I have ult, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
I've got you in my sights. Mistakes will always precede
No. Random damage orb killed me instantly. That's it. Because they need to go and they need to go and touch. Okay.
each journey has its trials. Do your worst. My spirit.
That's a bounty secured. Diva shows everyone she's second to none.
Oh my god, this diva fucking sucks to play against. I should have used Blade, but I just figured it was not worth it to try and clean up a point that we should have already won.
playmakers are. Now's the time for our teams to coming up next. The teams are going head to head in control.
Okay.
Another round down, and it's safe to say that teams are in the zone.
I guess get that, and I need something for survival, I feel.
The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left.
This, maybe? Being able to dash in, get some health.
Shortly.
That's all I can think of, though.
We're at the match point. The team needs to give it their all to make their comeback. 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective. The objective unlocked.
Oh, it didn't Dragon Strike that time for some reason.
Diva is changing the game. The objective's live.
What the fuck is that Mei even running? The boosters, the thing that allows her to deal more damage. Like, she's just flying into people and like meleeing them to death. Why would you go for that rest there? You and Tara went fishing? Sweet. That's awesome.
Be careful.
Here's Mercy with a miraculous play.
They're just kind of letting this Mei like run into our back line.
Life and death are both beyond my reach.
Yeah, no, there was no making it to point. That's it.
Here's looking forward to their next attempt. Play of the game.
Heroes never die. Fortress.
All right. We got a loot box. So, it's gambling time. And we're also just gonna go play the tiniest bit of heavy metal in D2 real quick. Because I think that'll be fun. Besides, after that last round, I think I've had enough Overwatch for the second. God, that last round sucked. I don't even know like what I could have done to like make that better, if I'm gonna be like so real with you. Hold on. I do need to change the name of the stream category. Change the name of the stream and the category. Is what I meant to say. Those are the words I meant to use. Okay, done. Sweet. Awesome. Goodbye, browser tab. I do not need you anymore. Alright, cool. Should be on that in a second here. It is taking a minute for the game to launch. There it is. I don't think it usually takes that long to launch. It just took it a second this time. Bungular. So true. Totally bungular. Oh, sweet. Sorry. Went to check the Bungie account just to see what they had going on. Not the second. And apparently, come Edge of Fate, we're getting buffs to Hierarchy of Needs. Which, for context, Hierarchy of Needs is the exotic bow you get from the Spire of the Watcher dungeon, which is still by far my favorite dungeon, and this was one of the first dungeon exotics I actually got. Which is cool, because I actually really like this exotic. It's a really cool feeling bow, and it's really fun to use. But yes, it is very weak, and especially because its perk and the way it works benefits you sitting in one spot. And if there's one thing I can tell you about Destiny the Second, is that the game usually doesn't like you sitting in one spot. It does not reward you for doing so. The only time I've actually had like really good success with Hierarchy of Needs was back during Into the Light, and we got Onslaught for the first time. And on Onslaught, there were some maps where you could sit up high ground with Hierarchy and just, like, plink away at enemies the entire time. And in that very specific instance, it was really good. And then it was never good. I've never been able to use it outside of that context. So I am glad that they're changing that. Yeah, heavy metal's still there, which is good. because I have not finished it yet. And I don't think there's that much time left in it, but I'm also very close to finishing what I need to for it, so yeah. I'm on the last thing, so we just need to win a match, defeat targets, and defeat targets as a team in the match. That's actually, none of these challenges are bad. Those are really easy to do. Oh, also this didn't reset even though it said it was going to. Okay. Maybe it didn't, I just missed it actually. Either way, this is good. Because that means that, yeah, we can just chill, play some tank game mode, and then call a stream. And this probably won't take us too long. Probably. Allegedly. Perchance. Perchance it shall not take long. Then again, how many games of the last couple Overwatch rounds did I say this looks good? I think it'll go well. And then I got absolutely decimated by a diva. That last one. Only that last one. But, you know. Whatever. It's fine. It happens. I'm not sad about that or anything. In all seriousness though, I'm like good on them for making D.Va work, because D.Va in that game mode has been not great. I thought it was just me where I was playing that to try and get the award for beating a game as all characters. And holy hell, D.Va was actually terrible to play. I felt like a lot of her buffs just actually made her worse to play. Oh no, they're all in Team Voice channels. This might not bode well for me. Yeah, they're actually moving together. Sweet. I'll let him grab that so he can heal. Ah, and that's especially not good because I'm the chosen one. That's fine. It worked out. I'm gonna die here because all my teammates are dead. Fuck, and they're gonna catch up grabbing that coin. Grab that so we can heal. Tank game mode is fun. Perfect. Sweet. Okay, I at least got the coin. No, I didn't actually. Damn. Holy hell, I clutched the hell out of that. Gonna play a little further back and try and sniper tank because otherwise they'll grab my coin and get a lot of points. Never mind, they did it anyway because they actually killed us.
Final push and victory is yours.
Yeah, they're gonna come in there. Damn.
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong.
This game mode is so stupid and it's so fun. You'd think that there would be like no strategy to playing the tank versus mech game mode in Destiny 2. But there's actually like a good bit of thought that goes into actually playing it efficiently. It's so funny. Got a double there at the end. Hell yeah. I think that one quest might do it for us to be able to unlock the thing. No, almost though. Halfway through the defeat targets and the as team and the normal defeat targets is at half, which is fine. Okay. We're on the tank side again. Interesting. should have seen that coming, actually. God, and then the other freak's there too. That's really unlucky, Benji. Come on. Both of those things missed. That sucks, actually. Ugh. Nope. I tried to save it. I couldn't. They're playing a lot more coordinated than we are.
Minutes remaining.
Yeah, I killed them, but they're gonna grab that metal and it won't move. Yeah, damn. I got specialed by both of them. Damn.
Your enemy is pushing for victory.
We're still like a whole 10 points behind.
Fight again.
Damn. That's rough. Come on. I'm literally like I am literally 1 point away from getting that. God dang it. Alright, whatever. Damn, I can't believe Bungie hates me. Me specifically. No one else. Okay. Last round. One last round, and that should guarantee it, because regardless of if we do the challenge or not, that this will give us the sparrow. Actually, I think they're called something else. Isn't it like a... I can't remember. Because it's like how the others are skimmers. I think it has a different name. But I could be entirely wrong. All I know is that this was actually a really fun little like game mode and event for Bungie to run. For it being just like a short, quick event, it was really nice. It's really fun. Rite of the Nine is pretty good. I'm glad they fixed the time issue in this instance. Because that was not it. Like, listen, normally the time gate doesn't really bother me that much because spacing out the content, at least to me, it gives me something to like come back to, and I can just like pick up the game, play it for a little bit, and then come back later. And it's like a little more enjoyable than having to than in some cases where you just like burn through everything and then it's over. But specifically in this instance, the time for it was too long, and kind of similarly to last year's Into the Light, time gating the weapons that you have to unlock, which means you get less time less time for you to look for the specific random roll that you want. That kind of sucks. Like that's the part where it's kind of like, it's not just spacing out content so you can take it at an easier pace. It's spacing out content that puts you under even more time pressure to try and get these limited time things. And I just think that sucks. And also, as much as I love Spire, 3 weeks of Spire of the Watcher blows, actually. Gonna kill me too. Oh, that sucks actually. Just nice. But with the changes they made, I think it's pretty alright. They're giving us more chances at loot during the second week of each dungeon. And then the final couple weeks, and especially the final week, is just gonna have like a lot more stuff for us to like unlock and get and stuff, which I think is a lot better. Oh my god, the leader of their team knows to just keep running. And he's just playing super like far back. That's kind of rough. I didn't grab that.
Only 5 minutes left.
Oh my god. My shot missed because of the leftover debris.
I bet they didn't expect that!
Okay. We're sort of bringing it back.
3 minutes remaining.
I tried to ping. That's not a thing in this game.
Finish them.
Now I'm dead. Holy shit, I managed to clip slip for a second. Ah, and that helped us win. Let's go! That got really close there at the end. Okay, let's close out of that. And now, quests, heavy metal. Not enough space to claim it. Okay, that's fine. Because I can get rid of something. What do we get rid of? You. No. This one. There you go. We've completed the event track. So now we can also get the title, I believe, for this. Where is it at? All the way back here? Okay. Yep. Defeat your target's leader. Become a leader. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 20. Collect leader's coins. Defeat targets while using secondary weapon. Fair. That's for gilding though, which I'm not too interested in doing, and especially not since I only have like the tiniest bit of time. But yeah, the Griffin. It's a heavy weapon. It's a heavy sparrow. So it essentially It essentially has more health than your normal sparrow, and it has like weapons, so it can deal damage, which is very fun. Oh, you can't equip shaders onto it? Oh, weird. Or is that because I'm looking at it in collections? It's because I'm looking at it in collections. Don't know why I went there to look at it when it's right here. Let's go to the EDC for a second and try it out for the funny, and then right after that we'll end the stream. So yeah, as you can see, this thing it's heavy. Actually, it doesn't even... Oh, okay, it does have a boost. It's just, it takes a second to get it going. Huh. And then obviously, I think this does the primary fire, which is a almost shotgun blast. And then E is for the... Is it B? Wait, no, hold on. What did it say? It was E for the secondary. Yeah. Secondary fire is E. But that just zooms in. Weird. Oh, because it locks on. I see. I understand now. Okay. That's fun. And I can lock onto 2 different targets. Okay, sweet. That's fun. Hell yeah, a whole new way to terrorize the Elixni from the EDC. Awesome. The secondary projectile doesn't deal as much damage, but I guess that's why it applies a debuff. And it can be the debuff depends on what subclass you're running. There's another person testing the thing just like I am. Actually, there's 3 people testing this thing. It's awesome. The fact that the shots ricochet reminds me so much of the Ronin Titan in Titanfall. I don't know what about it specifically, but it just makes me think of that. That's fun. And yeah, the secondary fire, from what I've seen, again, applies different subclasses depending on different burbs, depending on what subclass your super is. And apparently the Strand and Stasis ones are particularly, like, really good, because it suspends and then Stasis can freeze. Which is pretty damn good. Because, like, with Void, it just applies Volatile, which is fine. But, like, I don't know, every time I see a weapon for Void that, like, it's intrinsic, especially with exotics, seeing the intrinsic be, oh yeah, this weapon applies Volatile, just always makes me immediately go, that's cool. I could, like, sneeze and apply Volatile. It's such a common thing to get inside of a Void subclass that, like, it just never feels worth it. And I get it. They don't want to do it Weaken because Weaken is really strong, and I get that. But, like, Suppression exists. And, yeah, sure, Suppression's pretty good as well, and it would be annoying inside of PvP. But also, like, it's something, and nothing ever uses it, which makes me a little sad. So I get why it's always Volatile, but again, Volatile just feels so silly to me because it's so easy to apply with everything else. That's actually why I found Conditional Finality really funny when it came out, because its normal shots, every 4 bullets apply Weaken, which is normally a really good burb, and like a really good power up for it to give. Mind you, it's the weaker version of it, so it's not as strong as you'd think. It was Deterministic Chaos. What did I say? I feel like I said the name of something else. But with this machine gun, like, when it first came out, yeah. Yeah, these were switched around originally. So originally, every 4th normal bullet would give Weaken, but the weaker version of it, the 15% that you get from basically everything. And then for some reason, they made it so that every 4th heavy metal shot, so essentially every, what, like, 16th shot, is that correct? I'm gonna look really stupid if I'm incorrect, but every 16th shot then essentially would apply, then would give Volatile. And again, it's like, why'd you design it this way? Like, Volatile's the, like, one that's better for it to hit multiple times so that it can, like, add clear is essentially what Volatile was good for. Because, like, technically Volatile can apply bonus damage to, like, single target if you're using it for, like, boss DPS. But nowhere near as much as like a lot of the other better subclass burbs that are like that tend to do it. Like, Stasis Freeze, being able to, like, freeze enemies and then shatter them mid-damage rotation deals so much more. Scorch and especially Ignitions are even more better at like tacking on bonus damage to your damage rotation. So with Volatile, it's just kind of like, eh. So that's why I wish Bungie would use the other 2 verbs more often. I wish Suppression and Weaken, even if it has to be a weaker version of Weaken, would be used more, because Volatile's cool, but again, you get it so frequently from so many other things, it's just not that interesting in my opinion. Anyway, DJ's rant about Destiny the Second over. I think that is where we will call stream. I actually had a fun time with this one. Some of those Overwatch rounds sucked, but I had a good time with them, honestly. Even if they were very rough. That... Oh, excuse me. That last one on Genji was atrocious. But it's whatever. We go next. Sometimes you get absolutely... Sometimes you absolutely steamroll, other times you get absolutely steamrolled. It's what it is. It happens. So, yeah. That'll be all for today. Next Tuesday, we'll be continuing Control, obviously, like normal. For next Thursday is where I want to try and spice things up. I'm going to try and see if I can either set up something with friends, whether it's something like playing Repo or doing some dungeon runs for D2 or something. I'm going to try and set up something more. If not, I think I'm going to try out the recommendation that we got from Gabs last stream and give a shot at the... where is it? What's it called? At the... Because the name is escaping me all of a sudden. Because of course it is. At the demo for Unbeatable, because that seemed kind of fun. That seemed interesting. Even though it's not exactly the kind of game I think I'd normally be interested in. It seemed fun. So I might give that a shot. As well as maybe some other things, like... Not sure. I can't think of anything in specific at the second, but like... Oh, and a Dream Barbecue might be a fun one. I might give that a shot as well. Because I haven't seen anything about it yet, and I like that series, so I think it'd be fun. And I think it'd be something really like wacky and fun to do while now also having the PNGtuber model. I think that could go for a fun time. So, yeah. We might be doing one of those many things I suggested, but I'm going to actually try to commit to setting something up. It's just, again, today, I don't know. I frankly did just feel like playing Overwatch, and maybe some Destiny 2 to finish off this this event. So, yeah. Other than that, just thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for stopping on by. This was a fun little stream, even if it was, like, just kind of random. Thank you all so much for the support. And so with that, I will see you all next time. Bye!